Welcome everyone to episode 5 of Colombia series. And last episode we were working on energy production country. Since that was my mistake, I completely overlooked from the beginning, and that's one of the downsides to being used to playing with a country with a larger economy. Some of the things you could kind of overlook because your economy is so large. You're With a smaller country, you pretty much have to nickel and dime everything. So surplus is only 3 terawatts. Have a wind farm that should be ready shortly, and that's roughly around 11 terawatts. So yeah, that's completely done. This one has about maybe 119 days. It'll be ready. So our inflation is up, kind of peaked around 13.9 to 15%. And you can see it's starting to it's starting to level out, and now it's starting to dip a little. Let's look at unemployment. That could be better. And let's see what our growth is. So close to 5% growth. It's still pretty good. We have to make some adjustments on pretty much everything. So see, we have 37% approval rate. I'm gonna get that up. So I'm gonna give freedom of expression to the press. Of course, that's definitely gonna pass. So that should give us a slight bump in the polls. Housing. Let's do that for 500 homes for the month. Um, let's see. All right, let's take a look at our crime rating. So that's gone down a little over 3%. That's good. All right, so is our energy available? Yes, it is. So now we can start to make some of the adjustments that we need. First, I'm going to bump this up to 10% healthy. And just going to call this the Colombian Storm Act or Bill. Go with Bill this time. 2024. All right. So I'm going to drop this down by 1%. So the middle class, we're going to drop this down to 25. I'm going to drop the lower class down to 15. It's roughly $2.2. Airline tax, we're going to drop that down to 5. 60% approval. Let's go drop that down to C. So that's 80% approval. So what that's going to do is that's going to hire more workers so we can produce more goods and hopefully get out of inflation rut. Let's see. I'm gonna bump that up to 15. 60% approval. And still want to improve health. That's that. And I believe I'm done. Yeah, the tourist tax may do that another time. So go ahead and push that through. So we want to make things more affordable. Let's go to beef. We have a decent supply, oversupply. We can drop that price down. Only going to go for 2%. And fowl, I'm going to do the same thing. The 2% reduction. All right, so we're to 99% approval. Still at 15.2. Let's take a look at unemployment. That's still the same. All right, let's go back to media. I'm going to go to construction. I want to go to the state capital. That should be Meta. And we're going to increase speed internet by 2%. That's going to be done less than a month.
Good morning! I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
The city is in a quasi-civil war situation. According to our correspondent, who's on location, confrontations began after a police operation to find weapons and drugs had been carried out in a poor neighborhood. The population is not happy about this raid, deemed violent and stigmatizing, and many think that the government totally abandons their neighborhoods. The most violent protesters have arrived downtown and are battling with law enforcement.
All right, so that's not good. So we're going to give the military authorization to go in. Stop that. All right, so Albania wants to purchase apples from us, and we can't even produce enough for ourselves, so we're going to reject that.
I'd be happy to.
Let's just offer them
Sure.
both and end it.
We are awaiting your instructions to... The rioters have taken control of the square. The images are being widely circulated on social media despite our censorship efforts. Fighting has begun. Some of...
All right, so the military should gain control over it. And let's see. All right, so we definitely need more. How about a highway? I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Gonna cost 1 billion and take 8 months. 144 miles of highway. Uh, 10 workers per mile. I think I'm gonna wait.
The situation is not in our favor. I advise you to order deployment of our soldiers on...
All right, so healthcare. All right, healthcare is asking for more money. All right, so invest 19 million for handicap.
Without a real surprise, the paramilitary units of the enemy have entered in action. This is war.
Let's take a look. Oh, wow.
Some of our police units have started to retreat.
Oh, that's not good. Let's see if we could calm things down by getting on television.
In a statement sent to the press, the terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the operation.
Your television appearance does not seem to have fundamentally changed the course of events. That said, there are some protesters leaving here and there. That's always better than nothing.
The current situation is critical. I ask you all, led by your conscience, to measure the impact of the current unrest that is shaking our country and to return to reason. We must stop the violence and resume the path of dialogue.
All right, so let's bring the military over.
Our soldiers were attacked at
All right, we are not giving anything to kidnappers.
We have subdued the rebel movement.
All right, so we got control over that. And we had a terrorist attack. Let's place these guys under surveillance. And let's take care of the Colombian mafia too. Alright, so we have inflation going down. Going down fast enough because that bill has not passed yet. Kidding me? They're gonna table it? Alright. Alright, so it should pass.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
I'm hoping it's just a bug that's not showing me when a bill is going to pass.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
From the looks of it, looks like my parliament tabled it. Oh, on. Okay, it's the 15th. And let's try to open her diplomatic relations with the United States. Also, let's student exchange program, Panama.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
All right, so let's check on energy. We have 14 terawatts. Let's see much longer it's going to take for the wind farm.
Our services report a new conspiracy theory that is
Steel conspiracy. See if we can cancel that out. Um, Something else I wanted to do. Oh, all right. Since we're an oil producer, let's try to get into manufacturing plastics. I'm gonna subsidize an industry by $10 million. Um, can't do anything with that. Supply networks. Let's bump that up to 6 million. Let's go to environment. So let's go with the CO2 capture. We'll build 20, which will take about 2 months.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay, so our bill passed to help promote employment, purchasing power, family. It's not popular socially. Public finances.
According to their analysis, our services believe that this conspiracy theory no longer interests the population. Therefore, we will archive the file.
All right, so what else can we do? It's going up. Should take a little while for that reform to affect our economy. All right, we got inflation down to 12.86. All right, let's go back to housing. 500 more homes. Alright, so it did take effect down to 5.61. So we'll let that go down for a little bit longer and then we'll cut the interest rate. Let's see about the military. I have one satellite. Our military is trash. 13 tanks. Do we have... Nope, we don't have the technology yet. Alright, so let's go to search. So matter science and how about we do
The hostage takers liberated their hostage. This is an immense relief for the family, who have expressed their immense gratitude.
Alright, so we have the fuel battery. Not the first ones, but yeah, let's see if we can profit off of it.
We have to keep things practical and not be too proud. A good idea would be to find a rich donor who can boost the party's bank account.
Alright, see what we can do there. Alright, let's sit with both of these guys and see if we can get a donation. Alright, Argentina wants to meet with us.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed.
Alright, so I'm gonna purchase sugar. They're willing to pay $8.50. Alright, get it 581 million. Let's see what our production is. Yeah, we could do that. So, accept.
I'd be happy to.
And let's check with farm. Alright, so how much energy do we have? Still 14 terawatts, so that's good.
Huh. Yes, it's a good idea. I'll do my best. Yes, it's a good idea. That's very kind of you.
Alright,
Yes, it's a good idea. You're not bad yourself. Sure.
Alright, let's speak to the other.
Huh. That's not to be turned down. Thank you. Yes, it's a good idea.
So I got both of these guys
Yes, it's a good idea.
speak well about me and to join our party.
Yes, it's a good idea. That's very kind of you. You're not bad yourself. No thanks. My ulcer can't take.
Alright, so done with that. Starting level cameras. See about see about 80,000. That'll pass. That's going to cost us 164,000. $1.3 million and 660,000.
Our fellow countrymen's purchasing power has been increasing lately, but their living conditions remain tough.
Alright, let's check inflation again. Alright, so we got it down to 11.92. Let's cut it by 50 basis points.
Our infiltrated agent was spotted and murdered.
Let's check those terrorist groups. Under surveillance again.
This theory is spreading and attracting new followers. According to their analysis, our services believe that this conspiracy theory no longer interests the population.
Our fiscal performance in the last quarter is poor and shows a deficit, which has forced us to undertake an issuance of debt so that our national and international lenders can take it over.
Alright, so got a little bit too overzealous there. So I should have kept this at 20%.
Our fiscal performance.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Let's go to taxes and see what we can do. Alright, so we'll go ahead and pass that for classic. Employment.
Given that it is my duty to ensure the good financial management of this country, I must ask you to make more effort to bring our budgetary deficit into calmer waters.
Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you'll allow me the analogy, that according...
Yeah, we'll try that.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed.
Alright, we're gonna say no to that. That's enough.
I'd be happy.
Let's do a student exchange with Honduras.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an excellent figure. Our economy is flourishing, our production increases.
All right, unemployment is now at 11%. Okay, we got that inflation to go back down again. So I think I'm going to end this episode. You guys can let me know how you like this episode, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and help the channel, and I will see you soon.